Yeah. Initially, I did not realize the importance of research. So it was going by star ratings and things like that, and not realizing the asset allocation, the role asset allocation plays. And of course, expanding the portfolio. Initially, we were, one horse game, mutual funds. Later on, I realized no, a multi-product portfolio is always.
Good evening, Colonel. How are you?
Good evening. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, very clear.
Oh, I'm great as ever.
Fantastic.
So, nice to be connecting with you and with.
Always a pleasure.
And so, yes, add on, loving the background. That's the background. I can see the Hum Fauji and the stack of books right behind you. So, for that. Over to you, Balvi.
Thanks a lot.
The conversation.
Thank you so much. Yes, Colonel, we'll be just, having a light conversation regarding your practice and try to take some takeaways, some key takeaways from your talk. I've been given the task of
I'm ready to take the bouncers from you.
No. Yeah. So, Colonel, first things first, what made you, leave your armed forces job and get into something like a personal finance? Because that's something which is normally not, associated with the armed forces. So what made you get into this?
Balbir, that was the reason. You already said it, that personal finance is not something which is associated with Fauj, armed forces people. And this is one thing which was a great driver for me.
Okay.
Of course, I was always fascinated by personal finance. And to tell you the truth, I was always, the go-to kind of an advisor to my colleagues, wherever I used to be, my batchmates and all. So, sometime around 2008 or so, I left the armed forces in 2010. So somewhere around 2008, 2007, I started thinking about, grass is greener on the other side. People say, let me see how green is it. That is number one. And I also felt that somewhere that having been in the armed forces for 27 years, and if I add my training period of 4 years to it, 31 years is a lot. So I said, is this all I'll keep doing? No, I need to do something else also. And so combining my interest, I don't know, at that time, I didn't know it's my passion. So combining my interest with a need to do something else. So I jumped into this straight away, left the armed forces on 31st March 2010. And on April Fool's Day, I was into this profession.
Wow. So it's been a fantastic 13 years journey, and we've been sort of interacting. We've been hearing you on various forums for team building and the way you have built up the team. But I just want to, before we get to team building, a couple of points I would like to just understand, because what do you see are the major concerns of these armed force personnel that are there today? Because to a certain extent, I think so they are mentally more secure because they are getting some pension and there are other benefits that come along. But what are the typical challenges or the concerns that the armed forces or the government servants would have, maybe at a junior level, a mid-level, or a senior level also? Because at a senior level, I suppose the lifestyle changes drastically, and to maintain that, they sort of need a good financial position also. So what are your thoughts on that?
So, Mr. Balbir, see, you have combined two parts. One is armed forces, and second is the government servant part. Firstly, I'll talk about armed forces personnel as such, as to what are the main concerns. The very first thing, without any doubt, and everybody would agree with it, is high risk to life. There is no doubt about it. There's a huge amount of... there is always a high risk to life. And of course, there are frequent transfers. There is a frequent transfer. So you could go from Delhi to a place called Mechuka in Arunachal Pradesh, and then you could go to Wellington in Tamil Nadu, and then you could go back to Machal in J&K. most of the names would be, mumbo jumbo to the civilians. But this could be your journey, and this could be the journey right from the beginning till when you leave the armed forces. So it continues like this. So these frequent transfers obviously create a lot of disturbance in your financial life apart from the personal life. And in case you have an advisor, there is always a disconnect. Just about 20 minutes back, somebody came to me, a brigadier who's just retiring next year. He said, I was in a place in J&K, and that is the time 2008 happened, and I lost a lot of money because there was not even electricity. What to talk about internet and things like that.
Right.
So, and then of course the armed forces people are cut off from the mainstream. Though internet has made it a bit better, but internet is also very patchy. And last and most important thing, and I say this without any fear or favor, is there is just no ethos of money management and financial planning in the armed forces. The moment anybody talks about money, yaar, ye to baniya hai yaar.
Absolutely.
So they say like this, it is all beneath us to talk about money. So the dark side of it is nobody knows about money, nobody talks about money, and hence nobody knows how to manage their money. And coming to the government servant part, that there is a stable job, there's a guaranteed pension, all that is very fine. But goals have to be met, risks have to be managed, portfolios have to be made and reviewed, and above all, the same behavioral pattern as anybody else in the country. So emotions have to be managed. So the kind of job, the kind of a bit of security that they have from the government side, it still does not take away all these issues that are there with any retail client.
Fantastic. But between the three segments, so I suppose you're catering what would be the client mix? It would be what, 90-95% armed forces, or what is the mix between the armed forces and civilians at your end currently?
Okay, it is 100% armed forces. We don't take any non-armed forces people at all.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. I thought there would be 90-95% and still you would be catering to some civilians at least out of favor or something, but nothing like that.
No, the only place where we let go of this policy, we make an exception, is widows. So widows, we feel are, they are, ladies generally don't have much interest in personal finance. So whenever a calamity like widowship happens, then there are any number of people who are ready to, make an idiot out of them. We feel they are very, very financially marginalized. So they never say no to widows. Apart from that, we don't make any exception.
Okay, fantastic. And so coming to, we have created a team which is one short of half century right now, I think so, 49. And what has been the biggest challenge that you faced while creating this team? And how do you sort of, the biggest challenge which I speak to many distributors / advisors across country, which we keep interacting, a couple of challenges which major of us face is retention. How do we retain them? And what is the incentive for retaining them? So what is it? What is the secret sauce at your end? What is it that you're doing?
Okay, there are no secrets at all. We've had our share of attrition in the past, and we have learned a lot from that attrition. Somewhere I feel that the very first reason why people stay or don't stay in any organization is salary. And let us be very, very upfront about it. There is no doubt in it. There is no point in, being on a moral high. Yeah, absolutely. So salary is one. And that is one thing I feel that even when we were very, very small, we should have given better salaries to the people. But we were building up the company. So, we had some, I would say, wrong notions at that time. Okay. Second is, of course, everybody. And most of our people, our team members, our young people, they definitely want good quality of work, good life balance, work-life balance, and They want to work in a very, very clean and ethical environment. There is just no doubt about it. So to be able to maintain all these things, give good high salaries, as also, keep giving them challenging work all the time. Sometimes we are at our wits' end how to make this work, which is actually very routine, challenging.
Yeah.
So that is one thing which is always a challenge to us.
And so I hope there is no policy in recruiting that it's not only from the armed forces, you're recruiting civilians also?
No, there is nothing like that. See, professionals are professionals. In fact, there is just one of our relationship manager is from armed forces background. Other than that, there is nobody who has any clue about armed forces. In fact, right now we are doing financial planning lectures, IAPs all across the country. In the past about 9 months, we've conducted about 250 such sessions all across the country in 64 cities. So I send my people for every 15, 20th IAP to go and see what is Fauj like, because they are managing crores, but they don't know what is a Fauji like and what is Fauji like. So
yes, I was just coming.
I'm acclimatizing.
So I was just coming. Sorry, I was just coming to that point. Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, I thought there was some issue at my net. Yeah, so I was just coming to that.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I was just coming to this point. Typically, how is it that you're gathering or you're mobilizing, or I would say, how are you getting clients into your fold? Is it purely through IAPs right now, or is that been the mechanism from day one that you have been doing IAPs and giving education and getting clients on board?
IAPs has been our mainstay right from the very beginning. I would say right from 2010 onwards, I have personally been doing IAPs all across the country. I would have done more than, very wild guess, more than 550 IAPs or so in the past 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah. But the IAPs that we are doing right now, they are only for Jawans whom we don't take as our clients. We take only officers. So this is just giving back to the society. But otherwise, IAPs, and now, we have about 2,900 families, about 3,300 clients as such. Now it is largely word of mouth that these guys seem okay. Come on. So that is what is going on.
So how do you typically manage their execution or their work? Because sometimes, as you rightly mentioned, and I have been dealing with a couple of guys from the armed forces, and typically they are off grid for maybe sometimes 15 days, 20 days, and there's no way you can get in touch, and they will then probably get back to you saying, okay, what is the matter? So typically when you want to do some action on their portfolio, so how are you managing this?
Right from day one, we always insist that both the husband and wife should talk to us together. If they can visit us, then they should visit us together. And we almost always have both the husband and wife onto the grid. Now, whenever we come to know that, let's say the husband and now the ladies are also there. So the armed forces person, the officer is going in such an area where there is likely to be a disconnect, we start engaging more with the spouse. And, we change the portfolio seldom because we believe more in long-term kind of thing, like most of the good financial advisors. So there is really almost never is there any need to have an emergency kind of link, unless the person wants to do some redemption or some investment, etc. Then obviously that person is already in contact with us.
Okay.
So in the olden times, when it was papers and all that, then we used to keep a lot of mandates,
pre-signed
pre-signed forms with us in the file. That is no longer required now.
Yeah. That's fantastic. And I think so technology to that extent has helped us quite a lot, because I remember previously we used to have those, because even NRIs or anyone else, and you need to keep them safely so that they can be used whenever they were needed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So just coming to, the team that we have built of 49 people. So can you just run through what is the kind of team structure that you have? How many, sort of relationship managers, or is there a structure that there is a senior RM and some below them? Is there anything like that?
Yeah. I don't know whether I can share.
I think so. You can share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Can you see my sharing?
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
Yeah. So this is our structure that we have. In this, can you see my pointer moving?
Absolutely.
So this is me. I'm the CEO, and COO. This is my wife. Her name is Bindu. So
Right.
we manage almost 50% each of the company. I take on the financial planning and investment side. So we have a deputy manager. We've got 4 teams right now, and teams have 7 to 9 people. Team is led by a assistant manager, this person here. And then we have something called a trio. Trio means a structure of 3 people, wherein the boss is RM, relationship manager. He's the senior of the 2. And then he has 2 other people under him or her. This RM is the guy who's actually interacting with the clients. These people
Right.
are the people behind the scenes. So this is how we have, and the names Arjun, Sukhoi, Vikrant, Prithvi. These are the Fauji platforms, Fauji
Absolutely.
platforms. So I don't know what will I name the 5th team. I'll be still some time away. Then we have our business operations. This financial planning is led by a deputy manager, and business operations also by a deputy manager who has the financial research, products, business development part. And this is our backend, which we call as operations. So backend has right now 5 people. We use NFP as the platform. Then, of course, the HR, accounts, admin, they directly come under the COO. So this is our structure in short and sweet.
Wow, this is really fantastic. And I think so. This is something which people would love to. It looks easy on the screen, to be very honest, Colonel, but actually there is too much of hard work gone in creating that and having people on those slots and working it. And this is, I think so, participants should really appreciate this, that you're being so open and candid in sharing the structure so openly with all of us. I think so, hats off to you. It is fantastic. I love this. I love the names of the teams. And
yeah.
And in the armed forces, I think so, there's already a system which is known as a buddy system, which a couple of my armed forces friends used to tell me. And I think so you're implementing that to the core there, where you're having the RM and 2 people beneath them or working with them parallelly. So I think so that's and over a period of time, I think so the movement would be the AFP or the FP financial planner would move to the RM. The RM would move to maybe assistant manager and another team. Is that how that would typically work out?
Yeah. That's always the case. In between, we tried taking lateral induction from the industry. But we found that, many a times people were very, very slow or reluctant to unlearn. Getting them into our culture also many a times happened very, very slowly or did not happen. So finally, almost as a rule, we have decided that we'll take only freshers. And then we will get them into our culture and ethos. That makes the things easier.
So we both are on the same pages.
Great.
I think so. These are some mistakes which we learn over a period of time, and we realize it's better to make a fresh person learn. And even if he goes into the industry outside, at least he's carrying our values and our working style rather than anything else.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. I love this organization chart of yours. So, Colonel, what was the timeline for the first 100 crores, which is always a dream for distributors and advisors? So, how much time did it take for the first 100?
In 4 years, we were at 16 crores. In 5 years, we were at 70 crores. In 6 years, we were at 131 crores.
Okay. And from 131, we are now at 890 in another 7 years.
Yeah, 17. In 7 years, we were at 250, and 8 years, we were at 570. So actually from 4th to 8th year was when we were almost doubling or tripling our AUM. After that, it's gone slow because the base has become bigger. And then, of course, the COVID happened. That also created some chaos. Yeah.
So I think so, even as advisors, we should be looking at this aspect, because I think so sometimes we ignore that. We talk to the clients of the compounding effect, but actually even in our business, this compounding effect plays a lot. And over a period of time, you realize that, multiplying from 100 in 6th year to maybe 800 in the 13th year or 14th year is a huge jump. And that is where that starts playing in, because clients have been associated with you for that period, and they are starting to see the benefits, and the referrals start pouring in, I think so. Is that right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the way it works.
Great. So just a couple of more questions, Colonel. We've talked about success. We've talked about how things go well. But you and me all have had our shares of ups and downs. We have done our mistakes. We shared one of them, which we both have done, and we have realized taking people from the industry sometimes does not work out. You expect that person will take charge of everything, but it does not do that way. And we have to sort of reinvent the wheel with the freshers and groom them up. What are the other 2 or 3 mistakes, I would say mistakes or challenges that you've come across, which you feel today when you're at this stage that probably, this was a mistake I did and I should not have done that? Anything specific that you can remember?
See, I jumped straight from the armed forces, which have a totally different way of working, into let's say, call it corporate.
Right.
So, you would appreciate, I had just no idea how companies work. How is the internal dynamics of a company? So that was one thing I've always felt, that I should have worked in a company for at least about 2 years. Because in our case, in fact, me and my wife, it was, we did mistakes after mistakes and then more mistakes before we learned that this can be done in a better manner. So that is one thing I always advise people, because now, since we were actually the torch bearers in our niche, so lots of armed forces officers are now getting into it. But I tell them, please go and do work in a company. Your learning curve will be much shorter. That is one thing. Second mistake or learning, in fact, I call them not mistakes, learnings. Second learning is that initially, I did not realize the importance of research. So it was going by star ratings and things like that, and not realizing the asset allocation, the role asset allocation plays. So these 2 things combined took me a long time to learn. Had I worked in, let's say, a financial advisory company or any kind of financial company, probably I would have learned these lessons earlier. And of course, expanding the portfolio. Initially, we were, one horse game, mutual funds. Later on, I realized, no, a multi-product portfolio is always better.
So now you have added products in your basket, which increase the offerings.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. And so what is the future vision looking like for you, for the mutual fund industry or advisors like you and me? What do you feel? What is the future look like?
Oh, future, I don't think we have been at the cusp of an explosion the way we are right now. I have also been listening to a lot of experts, reading a lot of economic data and all. I feel that as a country, now is the time when we are going to accelerate. All that infrastructure that has been built up over the past years is now coming to a fruition. And nothing could be better than, the financial advisory business in such times, added to the fact that financialization of the individual, retail, institutional portfolios is taking place now. So
Right.
We all, whether small, big, medium, we all are poised to reap good benefits, provided we place ourselves properly.
Provided we stay in the game.
Yes, absolutely.
So you just mentioned about your better half also being, so you are the CEO and she is the COO. How does, so she's taking care of the other part is what you mentioned. So CEO is the role that you're taking part in. She's taking care of the admin and the other complete division. So what has been, or how would you, how would you say that the benefit of a better half works or does not work? Or, I'm asking a very personal question. Excuse me for that. But sometimes there could be some issues at office which can go back to home or vice versa. So that's the reason I'm asking. What has been the involvement and how has this journey at the office also been? Pardon me for asking this.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. There are no secrets in this. And the negative point you very rightly mentioned that office goes home also. Initially, it used to be much more, but now, it is much lesser as we both disengage ourselves from the company and give more and more power to our team members. So I'm very happy to say that in the past about 1.5 to maximum 2 years, I have disengaged about 90% from the company. So I'm hardly into the day-to-day. Yeah. So day-to-day management, day-to-day dealing with the clients and all, 90% I'm off. So our interaction on official matters at home has also decreased correspondingly. So that is one negative part which has happened over a large part of our journey. The good part is that you don't get a free hand to do wrong things. Your spouse will, catch you by the ear and bring you back, that not let you do wrong things. And one more thing about ladies, they get the pulse of the company.
Absolutely.
It is not merely numbers. It is not merely managing sections or doing the logic part, the left brain part. The right brain part, we, if I may say, gents can never be as good as ladies. So now, I sometimes mix up the names of the people, but Bindu knows not only the names of the people, she knows where they come from, what is the problem happening at home, and all that. She's an encyclopedia. so that is a very, very big boon that way.
Yeah, I totally agree to you. And the sixth sense there works much stronger than probably our fourth and fifth sense also.
We don't have that sense. Sixth sense.
We don't have that sense. We don't have that.
Absolutely.
So a little bit on the company side now, since you've said you're now probably moving, you're not into the day-to-day sort of routine operations, which you were part of it. And so you're probably going into a more strategic part and looking for the future and vision of the company is what I understand. So, but broadly, with the, these kind of questions keep coming at every platform and just for the benefit of the participants here. So for every 100 rupees that Hum Fauji makes, do you have some sort of a ballpark figure or some figure which you're spending on maybe technology or maybe your office expenses or maybe what is the kind of mix between that? What is the expense side or what is the portion of that 100 rupees going towards these expenses?
Okay. If I were to, I would say we have 3 buckets and equal buckets, about 33% each.
Okay.
First 33% goes towards salaries, incentives, bonus. That is what it is. Fluctuates on the strength. because people,
Mhm.
my aim is to give, ideally the highest salaries in the country in this field. So we are continuously increasing the salaries. So we have come up to about 33-35% as far as salaries, incentives, and bonuses concerned. Second bucket is about our fixed costs, marketing, technology. We have in a company, we have so many AMCs running all the time for equipments and technology and so many things.
Yeah.
And of course, the last bucket is for building up the reserve. So ideal is to keep it in this proportion and not exceed it. Of course, something here and there keeps going on.
Yeah.
This is how I.
Yeah. Wow, fantastic. So, Colonel, before we move to seeing something interesting on your laptop and just having a tour of your office also, which I hope you will allow us to peep into your office also.
Everything is open.
That's the best part of Network FP. People who come and share their views or share their thoughts on Network FP. Everything is open, and we want people to, replicate and be more successful.
Yeah.
What is your so being an armed forces guy? So I know you have written a book which is linking golf to financial matters. So what is your physical regime like, and what is it that keeps you fit and energetic like this always?
Oh, I didn't know I was so obviously energetic, looking energetic. I'm 59 years of age. I'll be 60 in March. My regimen is very simple. I do yoga for 1 hour in the morning, and followed by about 30 minutes of other exercises, which yoga, some strength building exercises. And utopia is when I can also do a brisk walk of about 45 minutes in the evening. But
Wow.
it has missed out more than I'm able to do it. Of course, I have keep a lot of control over eating and drinking habits. And that's it. Nothing very complicated about my regime as such.
But for an armed forces guy to keep a control on eating and drinking is a challenge, I suppose.
No, I have lots of cheat hours. Cheat days, definitely. At least twice a week. I have.
Okay.
Though my doctor friends told me that it should be once in 15 days, but I consciously don't listen to them because.
So
Yeah.
we should be knowing those cheat days so that we can plan our trip to Delhi accordingly.
The day you come is the cheat day.
That's the cheat day.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And so just is there something interesting that you would like to share with the participants from your laptop? Is there something that is very, very interesting or unique that you have which you would want to share with us?
I'll try and show something which we are trying to do right now. Just give me. Yeah. Okay. So can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. See, right now we are making homegrown software, wherein
Right.
I'm trying to I felt that somewhere we are not able to measure everything well. Like you have to dig into Google Sheets and Excel sheets and all that. So based on Google Sheets, we are making a software. If you can see here, this is a software that we are making right now. It is homegrown totally, wherein we have this dashboard, and if you can see, various teams are listed here.
Absolutely.
It is still in the making. So
Yeah.
we call it HOPS, HOPS, as you can see here. Yeah. So it is Hum Fauji Operational Performance System, and it is also a CRM kind of thing. And everybody's got a task. Everybody is represented here. Like we have a HR library, we have operations page, we have financial planning page, we have research page. Various departments are here: business development, accounts, products, and research. Then our teams are here. This is our deputy manager financial planning, and the 4 teams are there. Now, for the sake of simplicity, I've already opened this thing. So this is one of my team.
Oh, wow.
So this is the kind of data that is available to everybody to see. Everybody in, let's say, this is Sukhoi team.
So the team can see that view, their performance there.
They can see it. They can see their performance. What is happening? Like, they are managing about 200 crores, total client 702. So day-to-day performance is there as to how many people did they, this is Client Connect. So how many people did they talk to yesterday? They talked to 10 people. How many portfolio reviews are going on? I can make out that it is not updated, some issue it seems. And same way, purchases and redemptions, what has taken place. Same way, another team, Prithvi, they are managing 836 clients, about 300 plus they have in Crores they have. Then the kind of client connects they have done, they have connected to clients, spoken to clients. These are the portfolio reviews that are going on a daily basis. Admin, so we have got a page for admin. So admin monitors what is the status of stationery issued to whom, balance stationery. So she must have filtered there, and they can do a data entry through Google form. So doing a data entry here itself, it goes into these sheets. Same way, operations. How many how many links did they get to make? Then how many are pending? There is something wrong with the data. We are still making it. So
that's fine. That's fine. I understand. That's fine.
And for whom did they make those links? They are progressing the monitoring what is happening. These kind of things. Then this is our business development interactions going on. How many business developments? Sorry, this is not BD.
This is employees.
Employees. This is my HR.
Employees data. HR. Yeah.
So how many are confirmed? How many are on probation? 6 people have medical insurance renewal due this month. Employees on probation, their first review. When people come, we take people. Then every 3 months we do their reviews.
Yeah.
There's a board we constitute of assistant manager and deputy manager who do their reviews to check whether they are progressing well, whether they are fit for us or not.
Right.
Same way, this is products part where bonds, how many have been, the data of the bonds, etc. is going on.
Wow, perfect. Wow, beautiful.
This is the kind
this is all in-house that you're developing right now.
Yeah. We are developing it in-house. In fact, we tried Zoho for about a year or so before realizing that, it'll take forever to make it
what we want.
Our requirement. We paid a lot of money there. We hired a company to, implement Zoho in our company, in our company. But somehow we felt that these softwares are very rigid. It takes a very long time to tailor them to your requirement. So finally we decided, no, it is not worth it. Let us try and do something on our own.
So this is purely on Google Sheets and Google Data Entry and Google Forms is what you have done.
100%. 100%. It is Google Suite only.
Google Suite only. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Like you see, you can see datastudio.google.com. It has a data studio, which gives you a better, presentability than merely Google Sheets.
Got it.
So that is how.
No wonder you're off. So you can access this anywhere, and that's the reason probably you're not into day-to-day operations.
Yeah. That
fantastic.
But then the assistant managers, deputy managers, they can also access it right from their laptop, from their desktop, and they don't have to keep asking. So the data, the aim is that data should be available to everybody.
I think so. This is fantastic. I'm really very impressed with this. The way you have been building it up, the way you have built up this Hum Fauji. And the way, so it's not only about, creating that niche or catering to that niche. It's about creating a team also, and having a team which is as strong as 49 members is, I think so, very, very commendable. I don't know of anyone else at this level who's handling that kind of a team. It's really fantastic.
Thank you.
Participants, can we have some thank yous for Colonel. And in the meantime, Colonel can just move us around and show us his office and team members, if it's possible, Colonel.
Yes, yes. Just give me some time. I'll unhook
Sure.
my laptop. So I'll not use my. What happened? Something wrong with my. Okay.
I think camera.
Camera is, I think so there's
Not
a
an
finger
issue.
or something on the camera.
Yeah, I will put an external camera there.
I think brilliant. The best part obviously was the organization structure.
Organization chart.
was
Absolutely.
showed.
Absolutely.
And
Can
then
you? So I will show.
Yeah,
This is my
Chinese.
office.
yes.
This is my office, which is yeah. I will take you out.
Oh, I love this concept of giving a virtual. We do office visits.
Tour of the office.
Office visits we try to organize, but it's like a virtual tour where we are able to get into what's happening at Delhi with a 49 team member.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
I think so. His.
Yeah. Some internet issue. We lost him. Yes, Prashant. We'll just see if he'll be able to just get back. And even the other part that the entire system that he's put up just with the help of Google Suite, truly
Amazing. Amazing.
I remember.
I think so. This is something which is really appreciable. The way things are evolving, and I think so. It's a fantastic place where we are discussing, and everybody sharing it so openly with all others to just sort of go and do it.
Yes, yes. I remember talking to him right before SFA Summit, the FAST Summit, where he said, "Priya, I want to talk about Google Suites because it has changed my life, and we're putting together something. Just wait for a couple of months, we'll be able to see it." And I would love to show it to you sometime. And this was in July, and in 3-4 months,
we are in September and it's already there.
The entire thing that's actually coming to you. I think we've lost him completely. Let me just check. I met you in Delhi. Amazing. All right.
Yeah, he's coming back. I think so. He's connecting back.
Amazing insight sharing. So we have Lawson. Gracious display.
Yeah, he's back.
Sorry, my mistake. Something happened to my
systems. Not at all a problem, sir. I can see you're back, dedicated to shows your team and office via mobile. Would love to. We can.
Okay, right. Not an issue. Can you? So I'll show you my office.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Can you see the office?
Wow.
Yeah. So this is my office.
Amazing.
This is the team Sukhoi. People are working. I've not told them anything about this, so they are in their natural habitat. So this is our operations. This is our research and other team. This is our team, which is Arjun. This is our hibernation zone.
Wow.
This is where when they get stressed, I don't know why they get stressed. This is where they sit down and have their coffee, etc. This is our boardroom where he's preparing for some meeting. So this is, our clients, if they are larger in number, then they come and, yeah. So this is our overall look of the office and such.
Truly,
amazing.
Good to see. So good to see, a scale of this office for our community. It's just going to be motivation for each one of us to have this size of, at least now for us, for me, we want network FP office of this size now. After seeing now this to be thinking, we want to go to this level, and many other advisors were even just starting off. everyone definitely should have an aim of having 49, 50 team members.
This is our reception. Sorry.
Wow.
And this is where we have our data servers, etc. kept.
Data servers. Wow.
Yeah. Data servers, firewalls, etc. They are kept here. These are the other two teams. Some huddle taking place. This is our operations. He's our HR person. Here are deputy manager operations, business operations. He's our deputy manager financial planning. So Jatin, you are on.
Hi.
You're live on TV.
Hello.
Everyone's caught so off guard right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Jatin has been with us for 4.5, 5 years. He's been here with us. Yeah. Acha. Okay. She's also come. This is Bindu.
Hi. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
So-
good to see. The COO, yes, everyone in the chat is telling it. And so good to see you managing, and congratulations for building an amazing team, ma'am.
Yeah. So now we are falling short of our space. So we've taken. Fortunately, we are on second floor. Fortunately, the first floor down below has fallen vacant. So we have just taken that first floor, and we'll try and create similar structure there. Let's see. It will take some time.
So in 2 years, we are going
So
to
by
have
next year, we'll be having visit of 2 offices.
Sorry, not haven't got it.
So I said next year, this time we'll probably have a look at 2 offices then.
Yeah. We'll not let it be 2 offices. We are going to make some stairs, which will go from this office down below.
2 parts to the same office. So maybe another. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Colonel, for sparing your time, sharing the insights. It's really fantastic.
Thank you
Priya,
very
you
much.
want to add?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I think, sir, very, very well managed. And congratulations again. We're looking forward to a team of century as well now. And friends, how was the session? And if we can just give one word for the entire segment that has been, covered. We had all praises coming in, amazing insight. Thank you. And inspiration. People have put it's nothing less than a corporate office. It is a corporate office.
It is a corporate office.
Yes. Definitely learned a lot, especially data management on Google. So the time you lost, you were lost for a couple of minutes. I was just telling Balveer, during Fast Summit, you had mentioned that, we are working on something. Priya, Google Suite is something that I strongly believe in and want to show what we're doing. And I could actually see it now. So amazing work there. And thank you so much for openly sharing it with all our participants. Inspiring, yes.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Priya, and thanks a lot, Mr. Balveer, for asking me these questions and getting me onto this fabulous platform yet again.
Thank you so much, and looking forward to meeting you in Delhi. And whenever you're in Pune, Mumbai, please let's catch up.
Sure.